お、始まった。お、アルファイア来てるやん。アジアの方もあれだよね。どのチームも強いよね。DRX とスプリット倒せたのどうだったっけ？ GE みたいなとこ。あそこもすげえ強かったわ。2-0で負けちゃったっけ？負けたけど。グローバル e スポーツとなんか普通に強かったぞ。ミスったけど。あ、次ゼータが戦うのか。
Feels a little bit like there's a lean towards Fnatic in the crowd, not gonna lie.
Yeah, you look out there, the Fnatic side of the stadium absolutely packed. And already some aggressive moves on both sides. Playing down tube to kick things off, Durka with the Sheriff in hand. And Fnatic could activate a very quick flank if they want to.
始まりました。
The alarm bot go down in mid though, so I think they're going to try to retake very quickly with S5.
Yes, managed to get themselves a little flank set up in mid, expecting maybe a late split to come in.
Harbour いる、Harbour。
Everyone grouped up on site here for Heretics. They have that control. Planted just inside window as well, and there we go. Away zips. Just like Batman, back across that zip line, out of dodge, out of sight, out of mind, at least for a few seconds.
Yeah, that topside plant very exposed to the lineups in the post from Heretics. Poster good finding an opening kill here, as it does get traded a little bit. Those extra smokes from the Harbor making things really uncomfortable on site.
Good read from Kellogg's as well off towards his left, finds Boaster. This wall doing so much work, but Durka comes in, pops the head up, pops the second as well. Really starting to take control of things here as Fnatic making great use of the
こっからの壁解除強そう。
but it's Durka to get the closing kill. Great first opening round for Fnatic on a fantastic retake.
I feel like anytime I see a team
ちゃんと人数減らしてから壁入るんだな。
that doesn't have a Sage, that just happens in the first round. It's like, oh yeah, that's why we picked the Sage, guys. It's for retakes on defense, especially. Just so brutal, especially on pistol rounds, on SMG rounds. It's very hard to cut on through that. So nothing you can really do as soon as you lose control over 410. Like I was saying, it would have been great to play lineup, to play very deep like they were to do all the way back on belt, but
Spike itself, but Sage Ward is blocking everything about that. Great first round. See if Heretics can change up their fortunes here in what seems to be another 8.
前のラウド戦で競り勝ってからダークさん一皮また向けたんじゃないですか。
Now he knows. I think they know. But can they find a man? Yeah, of course they can. Durka, the Angel of Death, finds his man, and that means now that they've all got to force their way in towards A. Two players should come rotating over pretty quickly from Fnatic here. One potentially on the backstab, but Turret is in B mid.
Yeah, Fnatic don't want to overfight right off the rip again. Couple players pretty far away, so unlike last round where they were very quickly rotating and forcing in, this round with the rifles, you want to take things a little bit slower. You don't actually want to flank and risk giving a Phantom over towards Kellogg's, who is guarding that area.
Yeah.
And Heretics also playing very forward on site with the smaller rifles.
Well, I love the play here. Durka's gone up through mid to try and group up with his team and said, forget about Kellogg's, he's nowhere to be seen right now. They should be able to get control and find a couple of kills. He had a few start coming on through, but once again it's Kellogg's all by himself. 4 still left for Fnatic. A comfortable round 2 win.
And super comfy too that Chronicle doesn't even invest the
やばい、ダークのファントム取りに行かないと。
money that won't have to be respent there for the Sage. Also, Chronicle was the only player I think that went full armor and didn't actually get
Harbor Viper なんだ。
very happy with how things went.
強えのかなこれ。
With the Harbor, you actually have smokes going over towards the A site, so you can block off Rafter. It makes it much easier to plant the spike. You don't have to cheat your way in with the Sage. And Fnatic aren't really playing on A. They're playing heavy retake on A every single round. Durka's very far away from the team, maybe expecting a late lurk like you saw in the last round.
Yep.
So he hasn't actually rotated over here until the spike's planted. He's going to hold his ground.
Well, now that the turret's still up as well, they're not too worried about this. Now Durka should start to move over, and again, it's going to be another.
The timing is bad.
毎回設置しに行くミクセルかわいそうやマジ。削られながら。
But it did not indeed inside of the cove here as well. It's Bose struck nice and close. Finds one, looks on towards Dice and finds the second as well. Good start on the retake, but it's not too bad in the 2 versus 2 for Heretics, who might finally have that investment in the heavy shields pay off.
Oh, already on the spike though. That's going to be at least a half stick. The Killjoy Molly coming in very late, but it's a 1 versus 2. Dirk has to fight his way out. He's only got 22 HP. It's got to be a gamble.
Oh,
yeah.
The gamble does not pay off.
さすがにか。
Finally find their way back in.
Now, Poster is too deep towards Snowman to actually throw down that ultimate, like I was maybe expecting him to use.
Well, Zeke's managed to grab his ultimate off the back of that orb as well, which can be really pivotal in this push coming forwards. Of course, got the wall split across the site.
I think they may try to open up towards Snowman here. Watch the harbor wall. When the Viper wall goes down just a second before it, they could throw a vertical harbor wall and try to isolate off Bose. That's exactly what they're doing. Now he's in trouble.
Now comes the push forward, the aggression you're looking for. They didn't know.
He missed the
They didn't
wall.
know about Leo up top as well. Didn't land it on the high ground. It was stuck on the low. They collect a couple of kills off the back of it.
Dog,
It looks
sick.
so good as a setup for Heretics, but that one small detail, the wall being missing, lets Leo open up. And this is going to be a Fnatic round.
Hugely problematic there. Not that play. I think
草やむしてる時ないんだけど
by Zeke's Hunters.
But when you don't get that same level of aggression, you get a little bit suspicious.
Chronicle threw a slow orb there just to buy
うわ、いいね。
Aggression
その
is
ピッ
great.
ク。
Getting the orb and also 2 kills. Fnatic with a phenomenal read. 2 rounds in a row, expecting the B hit, instantly punishing, and then now playing forward over towards A, not just to grab the orb and back away, but to still hold those positions, go for the repeak, something that Heretics hadn't seen. 6 rounds in, it's the first time there's early aggression from Fnatic, and they carve Heretics up.
さっきまで結構開けてたのに急にやっぱ遅延きついから早めのとこでワンピック取るようにしてる。裏早めたりとか。
It's also, I think there's no harm really in Heretics trying to fight this one out. Had enough money in the bank to be able to go ahead into the next one, so just trying to see what exactly they can accomplish, but yeah, not really going to be able to happen on this one, especially with Durka once again hopping over on the flank, just straight into Zeke right here. Durka able to make easy work of that, and Chronicle has a chance to find a couple here.
やばい。クロちゃん。
They got a bit of an assist coming in from the ultimate as well. He's expecting someone on Ram, but they're simply not.
Kuro-chan.
They completely ignored him though. And he's going to slaughter 2 down from the back. That's 3 because Kellogg's also went down to Leo.
Yeah, Leo is using the Hunter's Furies off the footsteps
リオのハンターズフューリーのタイミング完璧すぎたな。一人持ってってるしな、しかも。
Blind is able to snipe one player off. Fantastic. Now you have the late Viper's Pit as well. That's going to force what? A shock dart kill from Leo too. It forces them over into this angle, and Leo finds his 3rd on the round.
That's it. I mean, Heretics now staring at the spot again. 3 ultimates still online. Look to see which of those will make the difference. I think the Killjoy really is a great, just a hard force something here, but nothing yet coming out.
レオのショックダーツ。俺のショックダーツと違うな。
At all times, it's absolutely nuts. These shock darts. We actually can we check?
確実に
By
刺
the
さる
end of this game, you know, analyst desk, figure out how many shock dart like kills he's gotten, or like what the shock dart damage is, because it's got to be nuts. I've seen him land 4 or 5 already, and some off of virtually no information whatsoever.
Shows sometimes that pre-place utility or the blind fire in the hope that someone is there can reward you big time. Heretics again taking this slower approach that we spoke about previously, right? They slowed things down last.
レオのショックダーツ定点じゃないでしょあれ多分。見えた敵アドリブで撃ってるでしょほぼほぼ。
It just really stung them, which is why this time round they've kept Boo a little bit further back. He's watching mid, he's watching on the A cut as well. He does not want Durka coming on the flank, so that 1v1 could be the difference maker.
100%. Now, Heretics do have a lot of big ultimates, so if they're able to find an opening kill or something like this, all of a sudden there are some options, and I think they're going to play more for actual B-site control. And I think in the post plant, if they can use the lockdown, there's no flank threat of shutting that one down. There's a lot of opportunities to actually win an eco here.
ああでもこれ見てるとやっぱハーバーいると強えな。
Really saying boo to a goose outside of Tube until Alpha here comes out behind him and gets the shutdown. Now out comes that Viper ultimate as well. This looks to be a very commanding spot for Heretics in the 3v3.
Fnatic have to fight their way through this. No scouting util. Leo has already fallen and Zeke is finding some damage, but the shorty secondary's there always. Buy a shorty if there's a pit on the opposite side or in the round at all. Avova still having a chance now. They're not on the spike just yet.
Do they know? Oh, they know when they see him up close again. That's shorty just doing more than enough for Fnatic.
2コントロールに対してショーティー買っとくのはありかもなやっぱ。加点多いし。
They appear to agree as A is going to be the play.
They have yet to deal with this forward aggression, so they're actually super early using the hard roll. Durka is finding everything and still fighting forward. Maybe a bit of a mistake as he falls, but it's an instant res.
This is it, the kind of pace you were looking for, but it's still looking dicey. They cannot find anyone. The res coming out has gone back to full strength as she caught onto, and 5v2 again. Not even a chance for Boo to get his ultimate out and drop it down because things are already falling apart.
Killjoy turret's turned off now, so Bose on the flank. There's just nothing you can do. Boaster knows exactly what's up.
easy close out.
That's the round. Again.
Gone A to B to back to A again after playing off that fake that we just saw a moment ago as well. Really good read in the round, and Fnatic caught slightly out of position here as well.
I don't even think it's necessarily out of position.
No, because their retakes are so good.
And with numbers advantage, right? They don't want to risk losing a single player to one of those lure timings. They're playing condensed, and that's going to benefit them a lot on the retake.
Skandar coming in here as well, should get all they need, but Durka, oh my god, the man cannot be stopped. Almost going to find, no! Finds the smoke as well, Bose gets dropped, so now it's Zeke and Avova to hold out all by themselves as Chronicle finds one more. Leo onto the last, and Fnatic, yet again, pull off a miraculous retake.
Leo hears it coming in though, so just takes a little bit of damage on that. Actually, wow, Durka really going forward on that one, and Boo's not going to have his number this time.
2 quick kills coming in as well. Big heavy A hit coming in with a bit of pace behind it as well. But for the most part, once more, Fnatic's team are largely unbothered. 3 of them still hanging out towards B here, as this does no doubt the spike will be going down.
これ見られたんじゃない？あ、1人持ってく。
But they still lose players, even in that numbers
there's
advantage.
a lockdown too. You have to fight forward into the lockdown. Avova has to take a chance. There's 2 players here. He can't make it happen. Alphayer back on stage is going to make things easy.
17 and 10, he's sat on the
俺の思い出数ありますか？
He's nearly doubled the top fragger on the other side. That's how. I mean, every single one forcing through mid as well. We spoke about this a little bit in the green room earlier. That split off towards B, split out towards A, both less than ideal. Kind of one-way angle that you give sometimes. And A just feels like a murder box. But they managed to get around it as well.
I love this. This is fantastic.
Intentional, surely.
They're going into kitchen. This may end up being actually not taking the spike with
back. Yeah.
Curiously enough. Oh, that's so cool. They hit the alarm button right when they want to swing into kitchen, so the kitchen player is caught completely sleeping. Mixwell gets dinked down to 13 HP. Now Durka's in Snowman. They're wrapping around on Heretics. What a cool play from them.
And still in full control of the round as well. It's almost like they've won Icebox a few times before, Ender. Wall placement down in a good spot as well, but it kind of works against them as that spike goes down. Once again, Fnatic staying in full control.
I absolutely love it. Kellogg's trying to re-clear. That spike's in a wacky position. You can play from back fence as well. So a lot of things Heretics have to work on through. I mean, the fact you can just pop on up.
Okay. Finds the one. Can't quite find the second. Leo's the one to close him out of this too. Down to 2 versus 2 though. Every chance is there, but Leo just cleans house. Fantastic round for Fnatic.
I feel like every time you watch Fnatic play Icebox, it's just things that really.
あんなんでもくれ隠しちゃっていくんだもんな。
Alright, Durka on the opening has to be able to get through too. Sees the first, sees
there
the
it
second.
is.
Yeah. His name's Durka.
I think even with a rifle on side, they still lose out there. That is what Durka does. In they march. This is where you're seeing the Sage come into its own as well. They do isolate off yellow, but just cannot do anything here with the pistols on side too. Going to be a cozy closeout for Fnatic.
A cozy closeout?
A cozy closeout.
Still needs to die to the spike. I actually, is it optimal to die? There is.
It all back out towards B, which is why you haven't seen Heretics come springing out just yet. But Fnatic have basically got a 4v0 on site here. Outside of a couple of bits of utility, there's just the one off towards the left. But they've isolated.
Retake. Look at the position Durka's playing. This is really nice. They're expecting the harbor wall to give them protection. Chronicle finds 2, Durka finds the 1, and he can chill. He can fall back off a site. Boo can't do anything on his own, especially with Boaster coming in from behind.
Just overwhelming force coming out from Fnatic.
Hold on, it's a Kellogg's moment. Certified Kellogg's round win right here. I guarantee it.
T-Tours.
All right. Yeah, Leo's been
4K.
really effective today.
It's unfortunate, but that's Durka coming in, trying to show what Jets can do. Almost going himself real deep here as well, but has got to make this work somehow. Managed to get himself straight into enemy lines, has got himself up high, and now once again we got that spike going down, but it's Durka to start off once again. Nothing is stopping this man. He's 24 and 11 for God's sake.
Oh my God, Durka wants more every single time, just repositioning to another high position. Having a field day over on this A site, wants to play in front of that harbor wall. Mixwell chipped so low,
Yeah,
can't quite find a bullet on that one. Doesn't matter, Shorty's in business for Durka.
Can he make it 26 on the close? It's going to be difficult to collect. It's over before you can even think about it. What a dominating start to this series.